Capricorn and the 12 moon signs. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about the sun sign Capricorn with the 12 different moon signs. Okay, the 12 different moon sign placements. So, it's nice to meet you if you're a first time watcher. I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential tarot reading for you. Please contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com for your own personal private tarot reading or your own birth chart reading, okay? If you have any questions, check out the FAQ section as well as the personal ethics section on lamartownsendtarot.com, alright? With that being said, please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links will be down below, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification button so you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. And you get to be a part of the notification gang, alright? I love the notification gang. You guys are awesome, alright? So with that being said, that's it. Alright, in terms of the intro, let's talk about Capricorn and the 12 moon signs that Capricorn can have, alright? Let me start by saying that I am a Capricorn Sun, alright? So I'm pretty sure I've said alright at least like 20 times. I don't know why I keep saying. I just woke up, so I'm kind of trying to recalibrate, I guess, being in the real world and not in the dream world. Capricorn and 12 moon signs are all right. I'm a Capricorn. My moon sign is in Libra, and we're going to talk about it. So, first, let me start by saying that the sun sign, when someone asks you what is your zodiac sign, typically what they're really asking is what is your sun sign. A lot of times they may not know that that's what they're asking is, you know, what's your sun sign, right? Because not a lot of people actually know about astrology. Not a lot of people know that, you know, you're just not only your sun sign, you're actually a totality of a birth chart, which is a placement of the planets in the sky at the time you were born, okay? At the time you came out of your mother's womb, or, you know, you were however you came out of your mother, all right? You know, some of us came out of the womb, some of us came through a C-section. I mean, we're all different, right? Basically, what a birth chart is, though, is it's the placement of the planets in the sky at the time you were born. So, you know, the sun was in a particular zodiac sign, the moon was in a particular zodiac sign, Mercury was in a particular zodiac sign at the time you were born, all right? The sun deals with the higher self, the life purpose, the ego, self-confidence, presentation to the world, and things of that nature, right? And then the moon sign deals with mother energy, all right? And family, nurturing, emotional security, things of that nature. Family, close friends, you know, like close friends that you regard as family, pretty much. That's kind of what the moon sign is about. So, when you have two different aspects in the sun and the moon, or when you have when you have two different aspects in the sun and the moon, let me start by saying that. The sun is usually kind of either watered down, enhanced, or is, I guess, enhanced with the moon sign features. However, when you have the same sign, both in your sun and moon, really you just have enhanced features of the same sign, right? So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Capricorn first and the air signs. So you have a Capricorn Sun. You know, people with a Capricorn Sun, we know what Capricorns are like. If you're watching this video, I'm sure you've watched tons of videos on, you know, what Capricorns are like by now. Capricorns are hardworking, practical, methodical, smart. They play mind games a lot, all right? They like to work hard. They love money. They love power. A lot of times they love sex. You know how Capricorns are, you guys, all right? So, when you have a Capricorn Sun with an Aquarius Moon, it's interesting because let's start by saying that Aquarius and Capricorn are both ruled by Saturn, and Saturn deals with time, weight, illness, debt, the past, all right? So that's a plus because you have Saturn both in your sun and your moon sign. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. Saturn is totally different from the sun and totally different from the moon. Not the same kind of values or even morals. Like Saturn is all about hard work, all about knocking things out the park, and does not care about emotion, doesn't care about friendship, doesn't care about You know, what it cares about is providing for the family, security, providing security not only for the family, but for the self, and, you know, having self-discipline, and just doing what you need to do to be successful in life to achieve your goals. That's what Saturn is all about. So when you couple that with a moon in Aquarius, Aquarius is also ruled by Uranus, which rules astrology. It also rules innovation and technology and forward movement and progression, basically. So a Capricorn Sun, Aquarius Moon person is someone who is complex. Of course, Capricorn's already complex, but Aquarius are complex as well. This is a person who may struggle with kind of coming to terms with or bringing together their Capricorn and Aquarian qualities. Meaning, Aquarius is a natural born humanitarian. Aquarius is someone who likes to do for others most of the time. Aquarius is someone who likes to help others and to be of service. Aquarius likes to be a leader as well. Aquarius likes to march to the beat of their own drum, you know, which is very similar to a Capricorn, right? However, whereas an Aquarius can tend to do for not just for the self, but also do for others. Aquarius is a really good leader, likes to lead others, likes to kind of show others the way to success. Capricorn is more so, I just want success for myself. I don't really care about the other people unless you can help me in some way, right? So, whereas Capricorn is for self a little bit, Aquarius is for, you know, humanity. Bringing those two qualities together can be a bit of an issue, can be a bit of a tussle for a Capricorn Sun, Aquarius Moon. But once they find that balance to be able to kind of go towards something that benefits other people but also benefits themselves, once they find that kind of sweet spot, they found something really, really good, okay? You know, a Moon in Aquarius Capricorn Sun is someone who is very ambitious, someone who marches to the beat of their own drum. Of course, you know, all Capricorns do, but Moon in Aquarius especially. This is someone who is very smart, very ahead of the game, ahead of the curve in a lot of ways, especially in terms of the workplace, especially in terms of the student body, you know, the classroom and things of that nature. This is someone who's very ambitious, who can come out of nowhere with facts, with knowledge that you know, you're like Capricorn, Moon, Aquarius. What the heck? I didn't even know you knew about this subject. Like, tell me more, you know. So let's get into Capricorn Sun with a Moon in Gemini. Interesting. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is the planet that rules communication, the mind, intellect, not higher learning. It can rule higher learning. It also, in a sense, rules technology as well as travel and automobiles and things of that nature, right? So when we have a Capricorn Sun, someone who is not very talkative, Capricorns aren't very talkative. They can be very, very quiet and standoffish. When you have someone who is a Capricorn Sun and a Gemini Moon, wow, this is someone who loves to talk. This is someone who loves to talk, but they're really weird in that way because they love to talk, but then they'll have moments where they're really quiet and observant and, you know, they don't talk so much, right? But then, then they have moments once again where they just have that gift of gab. Like, and the thing with the Capricorn Sun Gemini Moon is they only really get that way with people that they trust, with people that they hold dear to them and close to them. When you're dealing with the Capricorn Sun Gemini Moon, you know, and you're not very close with them, or you're trying to get close to them, or they're like an acquaintance, they can be very hot and cold, like a Gemini can sometimes be. But whereas a Gemini can be hot and cold, but still fight through that hot and coldness, you know, like it can still be jovial and still talk, you know, talk your ear off. A Capricorn is going to be a little bit more moody. Capricorn Sun Gemini Moon is going to be a little bit more moody and a lot more standoffish. All right, they're going to be talkative, but they're going to be standoffish at the same time. All right. So, with a Capricorn Sun Gemini Moon, it's really about kind of learning their moon phases, so to speak, right? So, you know how the moon waxes and it wanes and it has different phases that it goes through. Capricorn Sun Gemini Moon is kind of the same way. You know, they have different phases in terms of there's actual sociability. You know, Capricorn Sun Gemini Moon isn't always the most sociable, but can definitely be like has the potential to be the most sociable in the room. And it actually has the potential to be like the life of the party of the room, like the one in the room who is like, you know, like has all the power, so to speak. But they have to motivate themselves. They have to kind of work themselves up to that point. But unfortunately, the gift of gab is something that at first the Capricorn doesn't, it's not a talent, it's not a skill that the Capricorn Sun Gemini Moon has, you know, down pat. It's something that the Capricorn Sun Gemini Moon kind of has to actually grow into. I feel, which is interesting because I actually find that when we're kids we tend to connect more to our moon sign qualities than our sun sign qualities, which tells me that as a kid, a Gemini moon, Capricorn sun is probably, you know, very was probably or is probably very rambunctious. But as they grow older, they're most likely going to chill out. They're most likely going to become less rambunctious and more ambitious. You know, there's still going to be that rambunctious energy to them, but it's only going to come out in certain times. You know, like a Capricorn sun, Gemini moon is going to be able to kind of have self control in terms of that situation, but definitely, you know, get a few drinks in them, you know, get them around people that they love, and they will probably not stop talking. All right, like Geminis just love to talk, right? Next we have Libra Moon, Capricorn Sun and a Libra Moon. Hi, that's me. Like, you know, I'm a Capricorn Sun, Libra Moon. And Libras are ruled by Venus. Venus is all about love, passion, romance, harmony, friendship, beauty, bond building, things of that nature. Money also rules. So here you have someone who is very materialistic, someone who is vain. All right, you have a Capricorn who's vain. Like they didn't, like they're not vain enough, you know, secretly. But here you have someone who is very friendly. You have a Capricorn who's easy to get along with. You have a Capricorn who's actually approachable. Not all Capricorns are approachable. And I would definitely say that probably Gemini Moon Capricorn and Libra Moon Capricorn are probably, and a few other Moon Capricorns are ones that are actually quite approachable. Um, Capricorn Sun, Libra Moon. Capricorn is someone who is a little bit of a socialite. They have a lot of friends. This is a Capricorn who is not the most loyal Capricorn, I will say, in terms of friendship. Maybe in terms of a relationship. I don't really know. I can't speak for every Capricorn out there. I'm loyal, all right? So, but I definitely I am known to, like, you know, why are you hanging out with so and so? You know I don't like her. Well, me being a Capricorn Sun Libra Moon, I'm like, well, you don't like her, but I actually have no issue with her. Like, so, you know, like Capricorn Libra Moons can have, you know, can get on people's nerves when it comes to that. You know, we're not the most loyal when it comes to friendships, and things of that nature. But we are fun people to be around. Capricorn Sun Libra Moon are fun to be around. They're very easygoing. The best shopping partners, the best partners to just go out and, you know, spend like just a fun day with. You know, running errands or whatever. This is someone who loves to dress nice, loves to buy expensive things. Like I said, this is a very kind of materialistic and vain person. This is a hopeless romantic, a Capricorn who is a hopeless romantic, okay? And, you know, but at the same time, this is someone who has a lot of friends, someone who, you know, a lot of people usually have nice things to say about. And but this is also someone who, while they do have that very sweet, wholesome, you know, humble side to them, there definitely is also a side to them that isn't so nice. So be careful of that when you're dealing with a Capricorn Sun Libra Moon, all right? Don't let the charm fool you, all right? But nonetheless, these are people who are very nice, caring people, funny people, who just want to have fun, who just like to look good and like to be surrounded by people who look good, and who bring peace into their life, and they like to be surrounded by peace and harmony, you know, and that's pretty much what it is with the Libra Moon Capricorn Sun. You know, if there ain't no peace and harmony, the Libra Sun or the Libra Moon Capricorn Sun is out. They're like, I'm out. Okay, catch me when all this is balanced. All right. Let's move into the fire signs. Capricorn Sun with the fire signs. Capricorn Sun with a Sagittarius Moon. Well. This is a person who has a lot of energy. Very fiery. I also want to say, especially if they're born in December, if they're Capricorn born in December, because they already have that fiery energy of Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is associated with the month of December. I'm a Capricorn born in December, but I also have my Mercury and Mars in Sag, so that's probably why I'm fiery. But anyways, Capricorn Sun, just Sagittarius Moon. Well, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is all about higher learning, higher concepts, abstract mind, the abstract thought, higher education. I don't know if I already said that. I'm pretty sure I already said that, as well as religion, morality, values, things of that nature, right? It's also a very lucky sign. It's the sign of luck. So this is a Capricorn who's very lucky, who probably actually has a lot of haters. Unfortunately, has a lot of people that don't maybe either don't like them or like don't know how to act around them, don't know how to kind of take them, because the Capricorn Sun, Sagittarius Moon is someone who's very sarcastic. Capricorns themselves have a very dry kind of sarcastic wit. But you add that layered with a Sag Moon, Sagittarius are very funny, very sarcastic, very kind of uh the the phrase lowbrow comes to mind, but you guys aren't lowbrow. You're just very like, you don't always take things seriously. All right, Sagittarius don't always take things seriously, even when they should. All right. So here we have a Capricorn Sun, Sagittarius Moon. We have a Capricorn who is, doesn't always take things seriously when they should. This is someone who is very fiery, very smart, very quick-witted, very quick-witted, very quick on their feet, right? Very quick on their feet. This person is someone who likely was excelled in school. This person is someone who was likely smarter than a lot of people in the class and in the school, probably. And because of that, they probably used comedy. They probably used, being funny, being the jokester in some way, because it's just like, they were probably bored. These are the type of people who, when they get bored, they pick on people. When they get bored, they have fun. They make fun, in the boredom, right? So a Capricorn Sun, Sagittarius Moon is someone who definitely beats to their own drum, someone who marches to the beat of their own drum, someone who is an individual, someone who, has their own way of going about life, someone who has their own moral code, their own system that they go, but they kind of live their life by. This is someone who is not easily swayed by other people's opinions. This is someone who is not easily swayed by other people's thoughts in general. A Capricorn Sun, Sagittarius Moon is also someone who is very impulsive, very quick-witted, as I said, and it's usually someone who you don't want to get on their bad side. This is someone who's very temperamental, and someone who is very passionate as well. All right, with the Sagittarius Moon. Sagittarius is a very passionate fire sign. Okay, all the fire signs are passionate, but Sag. Ooh. Anyways, let's move on to Capricorn Sun with a Leo Moon. Leo is ruled by the Sun. Interesting. The Sun, as we were saying, deals with the life purpose, self confidence, the higher self, has connection to the higher self, and things of that nature. So here we have a Capricorn who is very confident, for the most part. We have a Capricorn who is very ambitious, of course. We have a Capricorn who is very devoted, very loyal, very can be a little bit self-serving, can be a little bit egotistical or arrogant at times, but at the same time is very warm and loving and open to people. I want to say that a Capricorn Sun, Leo Moon person is someone who, on a good day, is an approachable Capricorn, right? Leos definitely have their bad days but the thing about Leos is, even on their bad days, they are some of the most gracious and humble people, right? That's what I love about Leos. This is a Capricorn who is very involved. Whether that means they're involved in whatever, their job, their family. They're very involved people. A Capricorn Sun Leo Moon is someone who's very involved, has to feel involved. Like you have to. This is someone who has to feel like this is a feeling type of person. Like very passionate feeling type of person. Um, this is someone who is very, very giving, very, very gracious, very open hearted, especially to the people that they love and trust and care for. This is someone who does not do good with betrayal. This is someone who does not do good with deceit or lies. This is someone who really likes it straightforward. No games, no chasers, no in between mess, right? Next, we have Capricorn Sun with an Aries Moon, and this is someone who's very, very aggressive, very, very assertive, very, very, don't mess with me, okay? Aries is ruled by Mars, and Mars is the planet that rules aggression, war, destruction, sports, things of that nature. So this is someone who has a lot of energy, lots of fiery energy. This could also be someone who's very active in sports, very, just very active in general. If not in sports, active in terms of exercising, active in terms of lifestyle. They most likely have a very active lifestyle. This is someone that does not like to sit around and be bored, on the weekends. This is someone who likes to go out and be seen and see people. Aries loves to be seen and be admired, as does Leo, actually. So, this is a Capricorn who commands attention when they walk in a room. This is a Capricorn who is very, very powerful, and has a lot of ambition, just a lot of fieriness to them with the Aries Moon. And this is a Capricorn who's been that way since a child. With an Aries Moon, Aries is very tough, very tough planet, and Saturn is the tough loving planet. So this is a very, very tough person. Whether they show it or not. This is someone who is very, very tough, very humble, probably at the same time, but very tough, and someone that you don't want to mess with. You don't want to get on their bad side. Okay. Next, let's move into Capricorn and the water signs. Capricorn and Cancer. Capricorn Sun and a Cancer Moon. Well, Cancer is ruled by the Moon, so this is an interesting placement to have, okay? As we were saying, the Moon rules family, home, emotional security, things of that nature. Yeah, things of that nature. So, oh, and Mother Energy. So this is a Capricorn who loves their mother, most likely loves their family. Very family oriented Capricorn. Very can be a little bit of a homebody. Can be a type of person who just loves to sit in the comfort of their own home, or even in the comfort of someone else's home that they love and trust. This is a Capricorn who is very funny, very witty, very smart. Can definitely be moody. Cancers can be moody. Capricorns can be moody, but Cancers can be very, very moody. So this is a Capricorn who's very moody, very emotional Capricorn. And because of that, may struggle a little bit at first in dealing with those emotions and dealing with their mood swings. But as they get older, and learn to kind of use it to their benefit. This is a person who is very emotionally balanced, who is very in touch with their emotions. This is a Capricorn who's actually in touch with their emotions, you guys. Isn't this amazing? This is a Capricorn who's very intuitive, very, very intuitive, very discerning. But also a Capricorn who is, fun, easy to get along with for the most part. Funny, loving, caring, kind, loves to gossip. All right, this Capricorn most likely loves to gossip. And just enjoys being surrounded by people that they love and care about, really. Is what a Capricorn Sun and Cancer Moon is all about. Very sensitive, especially as a child, very sensitive, but, grew up to kind of grow thicker skin with that Saturn energy, right? But, very sensitive on the inside, very, very, in touch with their emotions, okay? Next, we have Capricorn Sun with a Pisces Moon. Now, Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is the planet of illusion, confusion, spirituality, mysticism, and magic, and things of that nature. Neptune also rules music. And it is also ruled by Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius, which is all about higher learning, higher concepts, religion, morality, education, things of that nature, higher education. So this is a Capricorn who is very, very emotional. Pisces is probably the most emotional, the most sensitive sign in the zodiac. But it's also, ironically, one of the zodiac signs that's probably, I would say Pisces is maybe one of the only zodiac signs that is able to kind of get along with literally all the zodiac signs, okay? And this is because Pisces is kind of one of those signs that is able to connect to the other signs, other people on a very deep emotional level. Something that not all the other signs are very good at. So this is a Capricorn who most likely has a lot of friends, a lot of deep connections, deep emotional connections that probably go back to childhood or go back, a while, right? This is a Capricorn who is very spiritual. Interestingly enough, whether they know it or not, this is a Capricorn who is a bit superstitious, is a bit confusing at times, is a bit like in their behavior, and confuses themselves sometimes, even. But this is a Capricorn who's very loving and caring and devoted to the people that they love and care about. And this is a Capricorn who can be very trusting, for the good and the bad. So, I think trusting too easily is something that this Capricorn can be prone to. But once again, I was saying, this is once again one of those Capricorns that is approachable, that you can approach, that you can, see in the supermarket and say, hi, you seem like a lovely, nice Capricorn. What's your moon sign? Like, most likely their moon is either in Pisces or, whatever other approachable moon signs I mentioned. All right. A Capricorn Sun, Pisces Moon is someone who is just, very emotional, very intuitive, very, has a very, very vivid inner world, that they don't always share. This Capricorn is also probably very artistic as well, very, creative in some ways as well. Next, let's move on to Capricorn Sun and Scorpio Moon. Scorpio and Capricorn. What an interesting combination. Well, Scorpio is ruled by Mars. We already talked about what Mars is about. Mars is about war, destruction, sexual desire, aggression, things of that nature. Scorpio is also ruled by Pluto. Pluto is the planet of transformation, transitions, spiritual rebirths, and things of that nature. All right. Capricorn Sun, Scorpio Moon. This is a Capricorn who is very deeply intuitive. This is a Capricorn who is very, very quiet, especially when surrounded by people that they don't know. This is a Capricorn who's very, very observant, very discerning. This is a Capricorn who is deeply in touch with their emotions and their dark side, their dark self, as well as other people's. This is a Capricorn who can tell when you're lying. All Capricorns can tell when you're lying, but this is a Capricorn who can especially tell when you're lying. This is a Capricorn who is all about loyalty and trust, and this is a Capricorn who is very secretive, who is not going to give up their secrets, give up their tea so quickly. This is a Capricorn who's very, very mysterious. A little bit confusing at times, a little bit of an enigma even sometimes. Like a Capricorn Sun, Scorpio Moon is someone who can definitely be standoffish, who can be confusing sometimes to deal with, who is very, very devoted to their loved ones, all right, and is very open in terms of their true selves, when it comes to that time of having to reveal their true selves, right? Not all Capricorns are in touch with their true selves, right? Not all Capricorns are in touch with their dark side. Capricorn, Sun, Scorpio, Moon is. And the Capricorn that's in touch with their dark side, acknowledges their dark side, and has their dark side kind of in control, is a Capricorn that is operating at its highest level, at its highest good, all right? So a Capricorn, Sun, Scorpio, Moon can be a great asset to one's life. I almost wish my moon was in Scorpio instead of Libra, but whatever. Um, I think Capricorn Sun, Scorpio Moon is a great placement to have because this is someone who's very ambitious, very hardworking, but is also able to kind of see people's true selves, which comes in handy for Capricorn. All right, now let's get into Capricorn and the moon signs and the earth signs. Okay, so let's start with Capricorn Sun and a Taurus moon. Well, Taurus is ruled by Venus, so much like a Libra moon, this is someone who is materialistic, a little bit vain. This is someone who actually loves to eat. This is someone who loves food, loves rich culture, loves rich environments, loves to be surrounded by beauty, loves to be surrounded by harmony. This is, once again, a Capricorn who is very, for the most part, when they're having a good day, is approachable. Taurus is a very loving, kind of fun, light-hearted kind of sign, whereas Libra is all about, having fun, but looking beautiful while doing it. Like, don't touch me, let's laugh and have a good time, but don't touch me, don't, my makeup, blah, blah, blah. Taurus is more so like, I don't care about my makeup, let's have fun, if you spill something on my dress, it's okay, we're drunk anyway. Like, that's what Taurus is. So, Capricorn Sun, Taurus Moon is someone who is, very easygoing for the most part, can definitely be stubborn, but when they just want to have a good time, they just want to kind of go out and have fun. This is someone who's very easygoing, very practical, very pragmatic, very very thinking ahead. But at the same time, let's have fun, let's have peace, let's have harmony, let's just good vibes all around, right? And this is someone who's very very ambitious. This is someone who will stick with a job for 15 years even if they don't like it, just because it pays well, and it gives them that whatever, the 4K, 400K retirement plan and benefits. This is the type of person that when they find something good, when they find a sweet spot, they stay there, okay, for as long as they can milk it, all right? So this is someone who is very practical, very smart. This is ambitious. This is an ambitious Capricorn, but this is also a very realistic, very pragmatic, very let's stay focused on reality type of Capricorn. All right. They can definitely get lost in the beauty and the fantasy of things, but ultimately, inevitably there comes a point that they are brought back down to earth, right? Next, let's move on to Capricorn Sun with a Virgo Moon. Now, I do have a Virgo rising, completely different from having a Virgo Moon, but nonetheless Virgo energy. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury, as we've already said, loves to talk. All right. Now, whereas Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, is an air sign. Air signs tend to be talkers in general. Earth signs tend to not be so much talkers. Now, if you get a Virgo in a room with people that they love and trust, if you get a topic that the Virgo is very passionate about, the Virgo will not stop talking. The thing with Virgos is that they have a very rich inner communication that can sometimes spill out to their outer life, their external life. This is someone who is very curious about everything, very curious about things. This is someone who is very health conscious, very conscious of what they put in their body, and the things that they put on their body. This is someone who's very, can be a little bit green, like save the planet, like hug the trees type of person. Not that that's a bad thing. I said my Virgo, my rising sign is in Virgo, so I have a lot of these qualities myself, right? This is someone who is, just wants the best for everyone around them. He wants to see especially their family, the people they love, want to see the people around them succeed. This is someone who is like going to give you tips, you know, on the sly to kind of, you know, if they see that you're overweight, they're like, you know, they're gonna eat a salad in front of you and be like, "Ooh, this salad is so good. Yes, this is giving me like that's kind of what a Virgo does. They kind of they're the service. They're of service. You know, they're the people who help others, right? So, a Virgo, you know, Capricorn Sun, Virgo Moon just wants to help, even sometimes if their help isn't being solicited, right? Um, but you know, this is someone who just wants the best for everyone around them. At the same time, they want the best for themselves. This is someone who can, ironically, get caught up in other people's lives and not get caught up enough in their own. Virgos can be the therapist of the zodiac, so it's natural for a Virgo to be a kind of a listening ear for people. It's natural for a Virgo to be involved in other people's lives in some way, whether it's just through, you know, giving advice or, you know, blah blah blah. But the thing with Virgos is that sometimes they can get so caught up in other people that they forget about themselves. So this is a Capricorn who is very involved in other things, but sometimes can lose track of their own things that they have going on. So this is a, you know, Capricorn who's very focused, but can sometimes have moments of losing focus, meaning losing focus of what's more important, priorities, right? But nonetheless, this is someone who is very smart. You know, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is all about intellect, the mind, and things of that nature. So this is someone who's very smart, very structured, very organized for the most part. Depending on their Mercury, what their Mercury is in, and their Mars is in. This is someone who, once again, is very health conscious, is very in tune with their body and very in tune with different feelings that they get from their body. And so yes, that is a Virgo Moon, Capricorn Sun. And now, drum roll please, let's get into Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon. This is someone who is very, very serious, all right? You know, this is someone who has Saturn both in their sun and their moon, okay? So this is someone who's very serious, has a very, very dry wit, depending on what their Mercury and Mars in. Lord, if their Mercury and Mars are in Capricorn, this is someone who's very, very, like, deadpan serious. This is someone who's very, very ambitious. This is someone who has a little bit of trouble expressing their emotions. This is someone who has a little bit of trouble kind of knowing who they can and can't trust. This is someone who can be very suspicious. This is someone who is also, once again, very loving and hardworking and empathetic. While they may not always be able to express that empathy, they feel it, all right? These are very feeling people, very deep feeling people. Once again, not always the best at expressing those deep feelings that they feel. Once again, it also depends on their Mars and Mercury, right? But nonetheless, someone who feels very deeply. This is someone who, their work life, their career, what they do for a living, what they do to make a living is very important to them. It is in a essence who they are. So it's very important for this Capricorn to find something in terms of career, in terms of making money that really suits them, that really makes sense for them, and ignites their passion, ignites their fire, so to speak. This is a Capricorn who would definitely benefit to learn to loosen up a little bit more. All right, this is a Capricorn who may struggle to find their tribe. It may take a little while for them to find their tribe, but you know, once a Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon opens up a little bit more, and you know, it warms up, thaws out a little bit, and you know, is comfortable with being vulnerable, is letting their guard down. You know, this is a Capricorn who is just very funny, you know, and a joy to be around, really. All right. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you enjoyed this kind of breakdown of Capricorn Sun and the 12 moon signs. If you want me to talk about Capricorn and the rising signs or whatever, let me know. Or if you want me to talk about another sign, let me know. I am open to suggestions, you guys. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some clarity and insight, and I hope it gave you some understanding, and I hope it resonated, okay? Please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Like me on Facebook. Contact me for your own personal tarot reading or birth chart reading at lamartownsendtarot.com. Once again, if you have any questions, check out the FAQ in the personal ethics section. Until then, I can't wait to hear from you for your own reading. I wish you guys nothing but the best, love, health, and lots of success. Thank you so much for being so absolutely awesome. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification button so you get a notification whenever I upload a new video, and you can be a part of the notification gang, you guys, okay? You want to be a part of the notification gang, okay? I love you guys. Peace out.